Yeah. Cop Block Radio is filmed live in secret locations across the country. All co-hosts are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. What's up, guys? We're having a little bit of technical difficulties out there. I'm about to join in with the guys now, but it looks like our YouTube stream is failing us for the night. I'm not exactly sure what's going on, why the YouTube stream is not working tonight, but I have all the co-hosts here, so we will be live on LRN, and we will have a podcast up for you guys. So, what's up, guys? This is Severin Freeman from Lehigh Valley Cop Block.
This is Matt Taylor of Carbon County Cop Block.
Scott Marshall of the Oath Accountability Project.
Block.
Andrew Henderson of Minnesota Cop Block.
Hey, Andrew, how you doing? This is a new face this week. We really haven't had you on recently. So you had yourself one hell of a weekend, didn't you?
I did. You know, the 4th of July was a great weekend for us here in Minnesota. Me and AJ from Minnesota Cop Block started everything out by giving the Ramsey County Law Enforcement Center, which holds the Ramsey County Sheriff's Office, the Ramsey County Jail, and the St. Paul Police Department, a nice little fireworks show right outside of their parking lot.
Oh, nice.
Yes, but nobody came out. They kind of watched us from a distance, but they left us alone. I guess they just didn't want to end up on YouTube again. So
okay.
yeah. After I took her home, I was heading home, and I saw a police vehicle make a turn without using a blinker, so I decided to follow it. And it turned out to be a St. Paul officer, McGuire, that shot an individual that had schizophrenia last year. Just kind of murdered him right in front of his baby's mama and his child. I mean, his baby's mom was holding his child when all this happened. I mean, it was like right in front of her. She could feel the gunpowder off this guy.
That's insane.
Yeah. So yeah, I confronted him about that, and you know, and I've had interactions with this dude before, like cop watching right on the street, and he's just acted totally inappropriately. He's grabbed his crotch at me, yelled stuff through his vehicle loudspeaker at me.
Oh wow.
So, yeah. Like this guy's a really bad actor for the St. Paul Police Department.
Yeah.
And, yeah. So I finally got to confront him about this stuff. You know, I got to ask him how he felt about, you know, murdering a community member, and you know, he just said that he felt good to be alive, and that's really about it. You know, it doesn't seem like he has any remorse for killing another human being. It's.
So you asked this member of the police department, this server of justice, as they would like to be called, how he felt about killing. Now, how old was this person?
Oh, he was probably young to mid-30s.
Okay, so somebody in the prime of their life, he cut them down. You asked him, how do you feel about that? And he just says, nah, I can sleep at night. Like,
yeah, like I feel good to be alive. That's really about it. I mean, that's scary. That's sad.
Yeah, that's not somebody that should be armed out there and put in a situation where they can make that decision again.
Yeah, I mean, he's still out in the community, and here's like the worst thing about this. Okay, so after he murdered this citizen, other people like the family and friends held a rally for him, and McGuire served as security for this rally, like stood right over the person he killed's mother while she was, you know, laying in the street. I mean, you know, I don't understand how the St. Paul Police Department even allowed this to happen.
Doesn't somebody at St. Paul's have a freaking don't they have at least one PR officer who's like, bro, that is a bad idea, don't send him. Like, bad press, don't do it. But no,
yeah,
they're probably sitting there like, let's do it. Like, fuck it, we don't care.
Pretty much, yeah. They just
didn't we have a letter come in, or we saw a letter that came in, Severin, a couple weeks ago, where they had turned around in the Tamir Rice, and they turned around and issued them a letter saying that they should take some of the money that they got for the lawsuit and should put it back into the community and towards the police so they can have body cameras and shit like that. You know, it's the same kind of mentality. It's not just a one-off situation. You know, they will kill you and then they'll turn around and really just do god-awful things directly afterwards.
Yeah, and I mean it happens all the time here. I mean, I can name off tons of different instances the St. Paul Police Department has just done evil things, and you know, head officers just show no remorse and get promotions off of it. Like, you know, every police department does this. It's just it's horrible.
That's insane. So,
I
was
mean,
that all that happened, or did more go down?
Well, I mean, I was, you know, so I confronted him about this. I asked him for an apology for grabbing his crotch at me, and he pretty much refused to apologize for that. And you know, afterwards, I was able to hand out, you know, Know Your Rights cop walk cards to all the people that were being detained or being dealt with at that time, which was a positive thing. You know, it did something good for the community out of a really horrible situation.
Right.
but the whole time that officer was just standing there with the family.
Yeah. During the rally, I mean, he was just right next to him.
Did anybody
I mean,
in the family confront him at all?
they didn't know who he was at the time. Like,
But you do?
I do now. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so at this point, had it not been released who the shooter was, like who the cop was that shot him, or?
It was released, but you know, with the press release, they don't include a photo and all that stuff, and you know, people can alter their looks pretty easy.
That's true, and many people grieve in many different ways. I mean, I know if it was me, I would have known exactly what that fucker looked like. But that's a different, you know, that's just people grieve differently. I mean, but damn. Could you imagine what that would have been like, finding out afterwards that the person that killed them was standing over you trying to act like they were protecting you? Like, I would have felt like, damn, I'm glad I got out of there with my life.
Yeah, you know, if I knew that the killer of my son was, you know, standing over me while I was, you know, there in grieving protest, I mean, that would just do tremendous harm to my psyche, you know? I mean,
oh my God.
Yeah.
I mean, can you say sociopath? I mean, really? Like, what?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I think I've seen like 6 or 7 action movies from the 90s that this started out this way. And you know what I mean? Like, this is just, damn.
Yeah, I mean, you can check out the video on my YouTube channel if you want, which is youtube.com/the Drewks or /the Drewks, THEDREWKS. And you can watch the video of when I confronted him, and you can watch the video of him grabbing his crotch at me, and also another rally we had for the person he shot, Phil Quinn.
Is that you and a group that runs that page, or is that just mainly you uploading?
What was that?
Is that just you uploading, or is it you and a group uploading?
That's just me. That's my personal page.
There's a lot of content there. I've been over there a lot.
Yeah.
You have all kinds of videos.
Yeah, I'm pretty active. I mean, I try to get out a lot. I mean, I work full time, and then, you know, any free time I have, I try to give back to the community in some way.
Well, we wanted to have you on the show for a long time, but your work schedule never allows you to come on. So I'm glad you were able to join us for this segment. Is there any upcoming events for you? Anything going on in Minnesota that people can come out and meet you and maybe get involved in something?
Nothing yet, but I'm sure I will be holding some Know Your Rights and Cop Watch trainings here pretty soon, because the body cam bill that passed in Minnesota is just ridiculous, and the only way to combat that is for communities to start recording their own footage.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I'm really glad for your service, man. I wanted to tell you that for a long time. You're always in and out and never able to jump on. I'm just so happy that somebody like you's out there. And with Amanda, do you guys team up with stuff?
We try to, but like my work schedule and her work schedule don't always, you know, correlate. But this weekend we'll be getting together to head down to Peace Stock in Red Wing, Minnesota, and we're gonna hang out there and get together with a bunch of other activists.
If you're in Peace Stock, go look up Minnesota Cop Blockers, Andrew and Amanda. We'll be right back with more after this commercial break. We're gonna try to get some of these technical issues fixed, but if you're listening on LRN, you hear us just fine. It's been great having you, Andrew. We'll be right back with more.
Thanks, man.
stream.
Yeah, we're back from our commercial break. Still having YouTube issues. It looks like tonight it's just going to be a Google glitch. Every now and then Google glitches and will not broadcast our stuff live. And tonight, we don't even have the live broadcast button for some reason. It just says off air. So
It says no.
yeah, usually there's a button right there that says broadcast, but no, not today. But luckily, we're still live on LRN, and this is Severin Freeman from Lehigh Valley Cop Block.
This is Matt of Carbon County Cop Block.
I am Scott Marshall of the Oath Accountability Project.
Rick Gonzalez, Allentown Cop Block.
And we were talking today about 4th of July fun. We had a lot of it. We went out. Me and Rick went out on Friday night and had like non-stop action. We didn't come home till the sun came up.
Oh yeah, we was out there all night. They were just giving out people tickets. Oh, they weren't giving out tickets. They were handing out DUI charges like it was candy.
Every call on the radio was transporting another, transporting, all to the DUI
damn.
center. And we actually came across a stop, Rick.
Yeah, one that was falsely charged with DUI when he wasn't under the influence, because he did a sobriety check in front of us while we were filming, and he passed the test, and they still took him in. So it's kind of messed up, you know.
Yeah.
But at least he didn't spend the whole weekend in jail.
And we have a total video of that. We stopped at this stop. There was a stop at one side of the road, and all the way down, like right across the street, there was another stop. So Rick and I were by ourselves, and as the first stop wrapped up, I thought I saw famous Officer Shapolsky, badge number 616. Hey guys, is it Shapolsky or Chapolsky?
I think it's Shapolsky.
I thought it was with an S too. I might be wrong. But anyway, badge number 616, Bethlehem Township. And I thought I could swear that was him as he drove past. Now, what was ironic about seeing him was we just got the paperwork that day. Rick and I both got the paperwork saying that Shapolsky was charged with with a departmental violation for bullying Rick in that video that we talked about a few weeks back, where he got out of the car and pushed Rick back and claimed officer safety is all he cared about. Public safety means nothing to him. Or public trust means nothing to him. It's only officer safety. But seeing him drive by, just I knew something was going to happen. So luckily that stop wrapped up quick that I was filming, and I got over there just as Shapolsky was starting to bully Rick again. He thought Rick was alone. Well, I came as backup, and he was not expecting two of us, but what he did was use the back of his car to back up and try to block Rick while using his spotlight on the front of the car to try to blind me, causing a dangerous situation because there's no way to see in front of you and behind you at the same time. So he was actually almost hitting Rick at one point. Rick had to physically move out of the way of this guy's car. So he's totally out of control. I don't know what the hell to do. We called Bethlehem Township Police Department. I made the call yesterday because it was the first day that administration was back, and I spoke directly with the internal affairs officer that took our original complaint. And this time his attitude was way different than the first time. Originally he was very accommodating. He was even going out of his way to seem caring. This time, complete opposite. He said, "Go ahead and file a complaint." I said, "Well, I would like to come in and set an appointment like we did last time and come in and sit down with you." He said, "No, I'm not going to do that again." I said, "Well, so you're not going to take our complaint?" He said, "No, I'm not going to sit down with you, and I'm getting off this phone call." So I called him out on it, and I said, "It seems like Shapolsky's untouchable, and this is why the police are untrusted nowadays." And he said, "Well, go ahead and fill out your complaint. I'm terminating this call now." And he hung up on me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So that's what we're dealing with the Bethlehem Township front. It looks like at this point that it's just a joke. The department took it as a joke. I think the original letter and reprimand was just the department trying to put on a show to avoid bad publicity.
Mm-hmm.
And now when they see that that's not going to happen, they're just shutting down totally. They don't care.
I seem to have a little echo. Who's letting me echo there? Anybody hear that?
I heard it for a second. It sounds good now to me, though.
All right. Well, it sounds like that's what you're dealing with down there. Now, you know, we all kind of had ourselves a little bit of an interaction here or there with cops over the weekend, but one that I really, really, really wanted to get into actually happened to Scott, and it's actually a video that's blowing up. It is one of the first of its kind to actually make it to YouTube. It is
hold on. I don't want to. I did actually earlier today find somebody went through like a border patrol checkpoint with a 360 VR camera. So they beat me to it about 3 months ago. And PNAC did a 360 video, but that was before YouTube had enabled VR. And I don't know if they had a VR version or not, but yeah, it's still cool.
Yeah,
For a while I thought it was a world first, but yeah.
Which
No,
I did too, but that's definitely why when I introduced it, I definitely made sure to say one of the first of its kind.
Oh.
But it's definitely one of the first of its kind, and as
It's a first. It's a first for cop blockers. How about that?
it absolutely
it's a
is,
first
and
for active cop block
a
groups. We got a 360 virtual reality video that you can go in and experience a checkpoint, and it's made by a cop blocker, and he exercised his rights as a cop blocker, and he did it on behalf of the cop block groups and like cop blocking. So yeah, this is original.
oh yeah,
I think it's awesome.
I do too.
It
definitely
totally
one of
blew.
those-
It totally blew away the checkpoint, not the checkpoint, the traffic stop that you guys did with the 360 camera, like up here in Bethlehem. That was even awesome. But this is just. It feels like you're in the car. It really does. It feels like you're sitting there getting yelled at by a cop.
Yeah.
Right. Well, it also feels like you just sit there and watch your buddy just own the shit out of a cop as you're sitting next to him. Like, oh damn, like, you know, because you really get into it. You really feel like you're sitting right there in the video. So when it happens, you know,
These
you
guys
get the
did.
full experience. You don't get that little narrow angle where you just have the one perspective. You get to see it from all perspectives.
Now, who were
and-
these cops?
These were West Penn cops out of Schuylkill County
Oh
in
wow.
Pennsylvania.
Okay.
the skook.
Schuylkill.
So this was
Um,
far enough away that they didn't even know who you were.
No, not at all. And my live stream, I had got it going via voice activation right before I got up to him, and I wasn't touching it at all. On my phone, it was sitting on the seat. So when I pulled up, the camera is clipped to the ceiling, and my phone is on the seat. So while I'm recording, you know, they're not aware, but you know it's happening. And as we all know, you know, it's legal to do that with public officials, although some states try to say it's not, you know.
Right. It definitely is in Pennsylvania. You're good to go. So, I mean, it was definitely one hell of a video. I mean, you shut them down on every attempt. I mean, they sit there, they ask you, you know, to pull over, and your response.
Well, we're cutting to a commercial break. While we go to a commercial break, Matt, why don't you post that video on the radio show page? So
Yeah,
if you're out
absolutely.
there and you want to check this out for yourself and see what it's like, even if you have just a normal cell phone, go check out this video. And as you turn the phone, you can turn the camera in the video live. This is really cool, unique stuff, guys. We're going to be right back with more Cop Block Radio.
Cop Block Radio.
Cop Block Radio.
Welcome back to another segment of Cop Block Radio. Tonight's episode of Cop Block Radio is brought to you by Bob's Ball Bag Emporium. At Bob's Ball Bag Emporium, you can get all your multicolored and multi-sized ball bags, no matter what your misshaped nutsack. So please visit Bob's Ball Bag Emporium.
Opening in Virginville, Pennsylvania.
And I have a question for you. Are you a person with a lot of balls in the tri-state area? Well, you're in luck. Opening this week in Virginville, Pennsylvania is Bob's Ball Bag Wonder Emporium. They are filled wall-to-wall with ball bags of every shape and size. Do you have small balls, large balls, awkwardly shaped balls? Well, my friend, it doesn't matter, because at Bob's Ball Bag Wonder Emporium, they have the right bag to cradle all of your balls. Make sure to mention this ad to receive 45% off of all your ball handling needs on your next visit at Bob's Ball Bag Wonder Emporium.
Let me tell you, actually, I'm excited for this place to open. I saw that they have one that's kind of covered in what would be like rabbit fur, and I feel like that would be really comfortable
Yeah.
when my balls start to sweat.
Aren't they opening a location in Intercourse as well?
Yes, I believe they are, actually. I was just reading that.
Well, maybe you have a product that you'd like to sponsor on Cop Block Radio Show. We are now selling sponsored shows. So if you'd like to sponsor one of our episodes, give us a shout out at the Cop Block Radio Show YouTube or Facebook page, and maybe we can work something out, and you can have a spot on our show too.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
So, anyways, we've got some more stories going on here, don't we?
Yeah. Real quick, speaking of show spot, while I'm thinking about it, did you hear that commercial that played right before ours? Right before we came back?
I did.
Yeah, we got to get something like that going.
I kind of feel like it was really loud. I just want to say that it felt like it was really loud, and I couldn't tell the difference if it was a commercial for a podcast or if it was the next Jenna Jameson like coming back from retirement video. So
Did you guys read that in chat? Because I definitely said that in the chat. And if you guys didn't read that, I just want to get credit for saying that first.
oh, you said that?
Yes,
no,
I did.
dude, I wasn't. I was on my other computer the whole time.
Have you ever actually listened to the Rebel Love Show?
No.
Yes.
Well,
Yes,
the reason that it sounds like it's
Hello, hey, coming into
Whoa.
us live from location. We have Amanda Burnquist
She's out cop blocking.
from Minnesota.
Hey.
Cop Block. Hey, how you doing?
What's up,
Good.
Amanda?
How are you guys doing?
What's up?
Good.
So tell us what's going
up?
on out there.
I like your shirt, by the way. Well, not a whole lot. I mean, there's one that passed by. I was driving around and there wasn't a whole lot of action, and then now I'm on foot because I live in a pretty busy area, and there's usually a lot of action out here. So I just figured I'd walk around. I got my little camera going on, and
Nice.
see what happens. I guess
Are you by yourself?
I'm always by myself.
Hey, you should
No,
bring backup. In case you encounter any cops, are you planning on doing any live streaming?
Yes. Well, I'm gonna try to figure out how I'm gonna do it. Here we go. There's one right there too. I guess you guys are about as live as I'm gonna get because I only have my cell phone.
Okay.
Well, you can always broadcast straight to Facebook.
Possibly, but I'm not very good at multitasking. I'd like to be live to you guys, so.
Yeah,
you-
live to us works. We would
Yeah.
love to, definitely report on you as you are out there in the field. So
Yeah.
So
That's
have
actually
you
a
have
really
you
cool
caught
concept.
have you caught any stops yet tonight?
Nope. I just started about maybe 45 minutes ago.
Sweet.
Ah.
Well, it's great having you check in. If you want to do this more often, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I'd love
anytime.
to. Actually, Rick had this idea a while back, but we never got around to doing it. He wanted to go out and film some stops and call into the show.
Yeah.
No, it's Cop Block Radio. We should have some live Cop Block footage on each episode. We air
Some
right there.
live correspondence.
Exactly.
absolutely. And once again,
Okay,
if
well,
you
I'm glad
want
I
to
can-
try to become a live correspondent, you can go ahead and contact us on Facebook or YouTube. If you think you have what it takes to be a live correspondent, let us know.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Well, all right.
I'll do
Well,
whatever I can, you know.
Yeah.
we're gonna jump into a story, Amanda, but feel free to jump back in anytime if you get any action popping off.
All right, cool. I'll keep posted. I'll keep on.
Were you listening to the show earlier?
No, I was trying to tune in and I couldn't.
We actually had Andrew join us.
He did. I knew he was going to.
Yeah, he
but I
joined us
missed
for the
it,
first
so I'll
20
have to watch
minutes.
it later.
So those of you listening, Amanda and Andrew are both the Minnesota Cop Blockers. You guys are the superstars out there, making a change in Minnesota. Well, Amanda, we're going to jump ahead to the stories, but thank you for checking in, and we'll talk to you later on in the show, hopefully.
It looks like she just glitched out anyways. So
All right, well, we were talking about the checkpoint video. Were we finished up with that?
yeah,
Can you tell-
actually, oh, I
Oh,
don't-
she's
she's still here. She glitched back in.
Oh, okay. Well, Amanda, I was just saying we'll talk to you later on tonight. If you feel like jumping back in, we're going to move ahead with the stories. So,
Go right ahead. Don't mind me. Just do your thing.
all right.
Try to hang up.
Okay. Were we finished up with the 360 video talking about that?
Yeah, I did go ahead, and anybody listening, if you want to go ahead to Facebook, the radio page for Cop Block Radio, That video is live right there. It takes you directly to the Oath Accountability Project's YouTube, and you can check out not only that video, but many other awesome 360 videos that he has posted.
Nice. Yeah, that's that camera. So now everything you guys do, basically cop blocking on that channel, will be in 3D.
No,
Yeah.
360.
You might want
VR.
to.
Hey,
Hey, what's up?
I got something.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
We got something
look,
popping off live.
That didn't take you long. Were you being
Sorry.
inconspicuous and just like snuck up on them?
Yeah.
All
Well,
right.
check,
Well,
yeah, it seems like there's no lights, but there's kind of
the
a lot going on. So
all right.
just
flip
watch my background.
Oh, watch your background.
Oh, wait, I'm turning my phone.
You know, you could. There's a button on it. You could just hit the button, and you could still watch your screen, and we could watch what's going on in front of you.
I don't know where that button is.
It looks like a little like refresh symbol or like a recycling symbol.
It looks like
with only 2 arrows, maybe.
I'm not sure. Hold on.
It
Probably
should be on
top
your
right
upper right
corner.
corner. There we go. We got a traffic stop, and he does not have his lights on.
So Amanda's out here live right
Suspicious.
now. I put Amanda on the full screen, so whenever we get this up onto the internet, whoever's
So
watching it.
we're not going to be able to hear them. So we need you to describe to us what is going on.
Okay, it just seems like they're talking. I don't know.
Is it?
They don't have
traffic
lights
stop?
on. This might not even be a traffic stop. These just might be. They might even
Yeah, I
know
don't-
each
Tax
other.
dollars.
Yeah, I'm not
Maybe
exactly sure.
You look like you're taking a selfie with the cops.
I
That's
do.
probably what they
I see
think you're
lights.
doing.
Yeah, and I'm gonna change my last name to Guap.
Hey, Amanda, why don't you go and ask them some questions? Let them know they're on the radio show. People have some.
Ask them if they want to do a live interview.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, hold on.
Are you really gonna do it?
This is not gonna work. They're not gonna want to do anything.
No, they hate being on camera.
Hey, you guys, I have a quick question for you. I'm on a live radio show. Do you guys mind doing a quick little interview?
She can do a quick interview. I'm on a call. Yeah, she's
You're on a call?
Yeah.
Okay, in fact, that's what I was going to ask about, what kind of call you were on. I was just kind of curious. We want to like know what's going on in the community, you know?
Oh, it's just somebody in a vacant house.
Oh,
Possibly
okay.
in a vacant
Oh.
house.
Wow.
Gotcha.
Station is that?
It's LRN. It's a live.
Hey, how you
podcasting.
doing?
Oh,
Liberty
We're,
News.
we're live on
Pretty
LRN.FM.
much.
oh.
LRN.FM.
Okay, I just
LRN.SM.
Yeah.
That's,
Okay,
that
I just live
SM?
in the house across the street, and I'm concerned about a vacant house that's across the street from me.
This is
Okay.
pretty
And
cool.
I see people going in and out of it, and I want to. I call the police. They
Okay.
do come out. You can see they came out. And
Do you know that it's vacant? Like, I
I
mean,
definitely, it's been vacant for about 2 years,
okay.
and I don't know what to do. I
Gotcha.
feel
Are they
that it
causing
should
problems or?
No, it's just scary to me. They haven't caused problems with me.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
It's just scary. And my grandkids. I have a grandson that lives on this side of the street, and
All
when
right,
he
well, we are cutting to a commercial break. We'll be right back with more. For those of you guys listening on the YouTube stream or on the video stream, we're going to stay with Amanda there. Oh, man, she just cut out. I hope she comes back. We'll be right back with more Cop Block Radio. Hopefully she's all right there. She was just with a group of cops.
problems with, they need to do something about it. Fix it up, sell it,
Right.
or tear it down.
No, I hear ya.
Fix it up. Some of it tear it down.
I can't believe he's probably gonna wake
All
up with a dog on his ankle.
Yeah, we're back from our commercial break. We have Amanda live in the field right now.
Hey.
Before we cut out, Amanda walked up and asked a cop and a woman that were standing there, what's going on? It looked like the cop had just been called. Well, it turns out the woman did not like people walking in and out of the house across the street and called the cops, even though they were causing no trouble. And now, live right now, it looks like the cops are calling a dog to go run back and go run through the yard. So we're going to watch this. What's going on right now, Amanda?
Hey, Amanda, I just really quick want to ask you, where are you at?
I'm in St. Paul, Minnesota, right on the corner of what is it? St. Albans and Aurora
Okay.
in St. Paul, Minnesota. It's called area called Frogtown.
Okay. So, the vacant building that's here, like, Is this an area that has a few of them, or is this just like a one-off? Like,
I think if there's a few. Yeah,
Yeah,
there's a
can
few. In
you-
fact,
I
in this
see
block,
the
know
I see
there's
the
a couple.
flashlights
Yeah,
in the
can you try
background.
to show us the
Yeah.
building itself? I can't really. Oh, is that it right behind you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's right behind me
They're
with the lights.
They're walking through with flashlights right now, looking around. Right?
Yeah,
Do they have a dog?
yeah.
Can
I
you-
don't know.
can
The
you try
dog
to
is kind of
tell-
on standby in
can
the
you-
back there. I'll turn kind of see the dog and the officer over there.
It's too
Kinda hard to
dark
see.
on that side, but yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I'm over by the street light. So
Yeah, that's cool. Stay where there's light because your
they
camera.
do got a guy who came out without a shirt. Like, yeah, I think they're patting him down and stuff. It's really hard to see. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, they got somebody in there.
Yes,
Oh.
he's outside. But at least they didn't have to bring the dog in there. I hate to
Oh
see
man, I wish
someone
there
get
was a
hurt.
way you could turn this camera so it could go to your good camera on the back.
well, anyways, while this is going on, what's kind of bothering me is I was just looking up a statistic right now. Okay, so you know, St. Paul's not exactly a small town, so you are going to have a homeless population and a decent sized one. And I'm looking
Absolutely.
right here, and in 2015, in December, there was actually a document released that says there is 1,422 registered vacant buildings inside the city limits, which really
I
bothers
totally
me
believe it.
that. Which really bothers me that if there is that many people that are homeless that they're seeking shelter, why wouldn't they take some of this and make it to where these people could actually go sleep instead of kicking them out into either the extreme heat or the extreme cold? Why wouldn't they instead, if they have such a problem with them being out on the street and doing this stuff, why don't they make a spot for them? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I totally agree. There's no reason whatsoever anybody should be without a roof over their head, considering the buildings that are here. But it's
Exactly.
it's-
And I mean, first things first is you put a roof over somebody's head, that gives them a place to put their shit and to go and lay their head at night, which means they can start working on the other shit, like getting a job, getting their money, getting their shit together, getting their own spot. Like, man, just
Yeah.
use your head, help the problem, like help get rid of the problem. Don't just make it worse. I mean, stop kicking people out of places that they can get ahead, and even if it's granted they could be in there just fucking getting really high too. And I mean,
but they're not hurting anybody,
they're not. There's
They're
no
not,
victim
and they're
right
off
now.
the street. That's what everybody always complains about. Oh, these homeless, they're on the street, they're getting high, blah, blah, blah. Well, look, these guys are off the street, not bothering nobody. They're in an empty house. I mean, come on.
But
I'm
but,
sure the
you know,
well, I mean, I'm sure the homeowner doesn't really appreciate it, but
no,
I'm
it sounds like a vacant building. But Miss Snitchikins over there really seemed like she
So-
she was a little perturbed.
what's happening? You can see better than the camera.
Are you
can.
recording?
Yeah, he's sitting on the steps with his hands behind his back, and they're questioning him, I think. And he's on the stair.
Without a lawyer, they questioning him without a lawyer. How about
See,
that?
that's where we step in, though. That's where we step in, and we got to let people know that they can be quiet. A lot of people don't realize that.
I
We
think
it's
I think
engaging
it
in
might.
Hey,
conversation,
Amanda.
they have to
Hey,
talk.
Amanda,
Yeah,
I
In
think
the
it,
top
there.
right corner of your screen, there's three symbols. The symbol in the middle should be the one that flips your camera.
I don't see.
Tap.
Are you in the Hangouts
Oh,
app?
yes.
Okay.
no.
Well,
Oh,
yes,
beautiful!
yes.
Oh my God, I could see perfectly now.
Ah,
I
thanks,
could see
Scott.
perfectly. That's a good camera. The back camera is always 10 times better quality than the front camera.
All
Okay,
right,
do you
that's
see,
why I
well,
was
see, they
trying-
turned
that's
off,
why I
all the
was
lights are off
trying
at the
to-
house and stuff
Oh,
now.
I
So
can't see because the lights are all off. Ooh, they're being shady. Amanda, are you brave enough to blow your cover?
yeah.
I think
I just
maybe-
kind of want to see how things plan out. But what are you suggesting?
Maybe walk over closer and identify yourself to the guy sitting there and say, "We're copblock.org. We're recording this for your safety." Let the cops know you're recording.
And tell them that they're.
No, they know
on
I
the
am. They know
radio.
I am, without a doubt.
But they don't know you're
that they're
copblock.org.
live on the radio.
Yeah, you're live across the internet with plenty of viewers all across the radio too.
Well, here's my camera.
He might not want to be though. So
True, that's true. So I'm gonna just kind of kick back, and if I see something, then I'll go up for sure.
Well,
Yeah,
I can assure you that as of right now with the lighting situation, no matter how close you get, we ain't seeing shit.
Yeah, it's pitch black out there. And that's the thing, though. It's pitch black. What time is it your time? For us, it's 10:30 or 11.
Yeah,
of
it's
us.
9:30 here.
All right, so
I'm gonna start going cop
was
blocking
probably
with a
going to bed.
headlamp. Seriously.
Yeah, right.
Good idea.
I was
Seriously.
using that little when we this last week when we were out over the 4th of July weekend, we actually live streamed a situation that happened as well. while we're waiting for this one to see where it's going. But on ours, we actually have two different angles. But it turned out that there was a man who was pretty drunk, and they didn't know if he had a weapon on him or not. But he was sitting on the roof, and so they called the cops. Scott and I watched the dude get slammed. Unfortunately, our video ran into the same problem that yours is. Just can't even tell. Like, I just officially just realized that that's a cop car in front of you.
Yeah, I know.
So, but I was using this little LED light bar that I was holding underneath my phone. And it
actually, does your phone have a little light on it?
No, I'm trying to. Well, Scott, can you help me? I'm just kidding.
Look for a lightning
that I
bolt,
know
maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, a little lightning bolt. It'll look like.
I don't see that.
Not if you're in a hangout. It won't.
Yeah,
You have
right.
to.
Okay, well, I have my camcorder in my other hand. I don't know where it would be in the
Oh, I see a
camcorder.
flashlight. I see a flashlight up there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're standing in front of the police car. Looks like.
Yeah, well, they're a little way. They're closer to the step of the house, and the guy's on the step of the house. I don't know
Yeah,
how well you can
but
see
it
it.
looks like.
Okay, you
Now
probably
he's standing up.
You look like you're about, I don't know, 50 yards away.
They
Would
look
you
like
say you're
they're
closer
arresting
or
him,
further?
maybe.
Ooh, back up.
We just had another unit show
Hey,
up.
hey,
Yeah,
hey,
so
hey,
there's
hey.
three in total.
Okay, travel left.
My left?
Yes,
way?
your left.
Okay.
Yes.
That's kind of where I was because there's a street light here, so they made it a little easier.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If maybe you can get to a spot that has better lighting.
How's that? Is that a little better?
No, not even.
No, not even close.
I'm gonna cross the street.
Yeah, across the street.
Okay.
Get close.
Yeah, but
Yeah, that is
you know,
well, no, that is a public sidewalk. Just don't.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna stay
don't-
far enough away. I already know.
Yeah, I would say stay by that fire hydrant right there.
yeah, the cop during that standoff thing, he was
you
pretty
get the
nice.
foot.
He was just like, "Hey, if you guys just stay right there, you're cool." And he was answering our questions. He was pretty nice. But you know, we as we all know,
What was
Yeah.
this? I forgot his sergeant. It was a
all cops are
sergeant.
dicks.
So what they do is they had
Bastards.
him go back in the house, put his clothes on,
Okay.
and so they're just kind of outside with the flashlight looking
So
in. They
they're
haven't went in the
they're
house or
gonna-
anything.
They're gonna arrest him probably.
Yeah,
That's-
Stay right
Yeah.
there because you're definitely gonna at least see him be put into the car. And while that's happening, you can definitely berate him with questions. We'll have some. We'll feed you some.
Oh, absolutely. It sounds good. And you know what? And earlier I had all my paperwork and stuff, my cards, and of course I left them at the house.
Now, unfortunately, guys, everybody out there listening in LRN land, we're going to be on our long commercial break probably when this turns around and happens. So that's just yet another reason for you to turn around and tune in and take a look at our YouTube page, because what you miss here will definitely be there.
I think you should go get that woman's name and information and just don't even tell her why you're asking so that it's broadcasted live. Because she's an asshole. Man, that guy was not hurting nobody. Everything was fine. The
Yeah.
neighborhood was
She's gone, I
quiet.
think, actually.
Oh, Miss Snitchelton didn't even stay out and
course.
watch them?
Snitchy McGee.
No.
Snitchy McGee, she's probably
No, of
sitting
course
there
not. She's
watching,
sitting there peeking.
watching like
Snitchy
American
McGee.
Got Talent.
Do you
like,
mind? Can I talk to you
did
real
it,
quick if you
like-
don't mind?
Uh-oh.
Is that okay? My name's Amanda. I'm with copblock.org, and I noticed that they were in
Is
the
that a
house. So I
gunshot?
started recording and stuff like that. So I just kind of wanted to. Are you okay? First of all.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm glad they're not arresting you. Let's just say that. So what happened? Did they just come knocking on the door?
Yeah,
and
I was sleeping, so.
You're sleeping? Okay. Yeah, I think it's really messed up. Well, just so you know, there was a lady across the street. She called the cops.
Yeah,
saying
you
that
know.
there's people and stuff. So, but you know, I really appreciate you talking to me.
We're going to be right back with our second half.
Do you
Amanda,
do you need any
you rock.
like money for the bus or anything like that?
You got money?
I can go get some real quick.
So how much?
Couple bucks.
Go get it.
Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay. Hello.
You're robbed on live radio.
Yeah.
You're about to get robbed on live radio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
welcome back to our second half. This is Severin Freeman from Lehigh Valley Cop Block.
This is Matthew Taylor of Carbon County Cop Block.
This is Scott Marshall of the Oath Accountability Project.
And Rick Gonzalez, Allentown Cop Block.
And as we mentioned before, this show is brought to you by Bob's Ball Bag. Get your ball bags from Bob's Ball Bags.
Wonder Emporium. Are you a person with a lot of balls in the tri-state area? Well, you're in luck. Open this week in Bridgeville, Pennsylvania's Bob's Ball Bag Wonder Emporium. They are filled wall-to-wall with ball bags of every shape and size. Do you have small balls, large balls, awkwardly shaped balls? Well, my friend, it doesn't matter, because at Bob's Ball Bag Wonder Emporium, they have the right bag to cradle all of your balls. Make sure to mention this ad to receive 45% off of all your ball handling needs on your next visit at Bob's Ball Bag Wonder Emporium.
I just love that. That's pretty funny. So what's up, guys?
Not much.
Everybody's quiet. What, did everybody go to sleep during the break?
No, I just took a giant piss while I was while we were away. But while we are coming back, why don't we do we hit on the good news you guys have that stems from last October?
No, I was actually just about to get to that. While we were on break, I was just redoing all the show notes to make them accurate. So we're right up to date now. And actually, yeah, we just got word from our lawyers that our lawsuit has been accepted and filed by federal court. We are officially suing the Pennsylvania State Police. It's no longer just being talked about.
Nice.
See if there's anything. Do you think there's anything in the lawsuit that really jumps out that it's all just technical mumbo jumbo. I mean,
I just want to say it's been a long time coming. It's been a long time coming for these guys.
Yeah.
I'm happy for you guys.
Definitely.
Like, you guys are really sticking it to them, and that's awesome. Like, that's really cool.
Yeah, let me just read a little bit of this. Plaintiff Severin is a resident of Northampton County, Pennsylvania, the founder of a local chapter of Cop Block, which has approximately 1.6 million followers and approximately 100,000 hits per day. He also works at the Cop Block website. He runs the local chapter and writes for Cop Block. Cop Block's motto is "Badges don't grant extra rights." Yes, that is right. Our Cop Block's motto is added to our lawsuit. Our lawyers thought it was a good idea. They know what they're doing. They're basing most of this lawsuit on us being journalists because we work for Cop Block, or work with Cop Block, or work with certain chapters. The point is, we were out there in that capacity that day, and we were filming for that purpose, and that protects us. Despite what the haters want to say, it protects us. Regardless, we are a media organization. It says, copblock.org was founded on the principle of all human beings having equal rights. No one class or group of people has any more rights than another just because of their job. The failure and inability to realize and act on a philosophy is to the detriment of all individuals. By focusing on the disinfecting light and of transparency on public officials, we safeguard not only our rights, but those of future generations. We also have a radio show where we discuss Cop Block. And then it goes on to talk about Scott. Scott runs Oath Accountability Project and bases the same principles on Scott's YouTube channel and Scott's ability to reach people.
Yeah.
So it's not just a Cop Block thing. No matter what if your purpose is to gather information, you are the media. Go ahead, Scott. What were you about to say?
Nothing. I was just gonna say that. Yeah, that's what it says. I think mine has. I can't find it, but yeah, it basically lists all of our media involvements and everything. So it just paints a nice picture of why this police force may not like us.
Yep. It also explains kind of like when they know that you're out or they see your truck, because we've experienced this more than once where they whipped around, pulled behind us, got right up behind us, and then just nope. They're like, nope, I know that truck. Not doing it.
Yeah, or they probably rated away that they were like, yeah, might want to avoid that one. So
yeah.
Out.
Well, we had we were talking about earlier. We had mentioned briefly Shapolsky, and him being such a slime ball. And you know, I really do believe that he gets it again. The douchebag of the week. Yes. Mr. Leonard Sapolsky of the Bethlehem Township Police Department definitely earns douchebag of the week for the second week in a row.
Yeah, he's our. I think he's our first back-to-back douchebag.
Yeah, we've had cops kill people and not make 2 weeks in a row, but you know,
This one's
this guy's special. He's a wife beater. He's untouchable. His own department refuses to bring him up on any kind of discipline. I don't know who he knows. Maybe he knows the mayor. Maybe he knows. He's got to be plugged in somehow. But he's a big.
He wears a badge.
He's a freaking bully. And Matt, do you have that Facebook link that's right there under 1106? Are you able to play that video? I just want to show everybody who's watching, who might watch this
I'm not
later.
able to play that video.
Well, I could try to play it if you want.
Yeah, go ahead. See if you can try to play it.
I don't have the link.
I'll put the link right over to you guys. While we're talking about it, yeah. Like so.
Is it the?
And then anybody who's listening out on LRN and
right there
you
in the
would like
chat.
to
Is it
see
this
it,
thing?
I just put it in the chat there for us.
All right, I got it. I'm gonna screen share.
Yeah, I can't play it, unfortunately.
Why is nobody allowed to play it?
because you have them only
Can you
able
see
to
it?
view. Oh, he's got it.
Everybody tonight.
Want me to fast forward it?
Yes, what we're going to do is go, I believe it's to 9 minutes and 30 seconds is where we approach Sapolsky.
All right, you guys go ahead and do that.
There he is.
Yeah, that's we see Sapolsky going by there. Right now, you are on full screen, but why does it sound so quiet? Are you able to turn the volume up on that at all?
Yeah, I got it up.
It looks like the stop's ended. I'm gonna go over and back up.
It's you talking.
Go ahead, skip ahead a litof bit. That was where Sapolsky just drove by. And now I'm headed over to, yeah, here we go. I'm walking over to Sapolsky now. So to those of you guys watching, I'm approaching the front of the car. Rick was standing there, minding his own business across the street. And now Sapolsky drove in this way and did a U-turn to get in front of Rick. So I'm now approaching. Now this officer knows that there's two of us on scene and it's not just Rick.
What?
Rick's telling me, you see what he's doing? He just pulled right in front of me to block me.
Gentlemen, this is Corporal Chabowski. I was correct about that.
And then he goes driving his car back and forth.
Yeah, he just moved his car backward to block Rick, who tried to walk around the back of him.
Just got the word back today that he was gonna...
So I turn and start filming.
I'm sorry. Does he think his job is a game? Is this a
seriously?
joke to him?
Did you see this yet, man? Did you see this video yet? Look at what he's doing right now. This is what happened to me and Rick just the other night.
Yeah, if I was you, I would get the brightest spotlight I could.
I'm walking back and forth trying to get out of the way of the spotlight, and he's following me.
Is there
and
a
moving his
law
car.
against spotlights or like?
Wow.
I know that they
No, no.
they charge the singing man with shining a flashlight at the cops. See, look at this. He is
What about a
blinding me.
mirror? What about a mirror?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna look for a mirror.
Right
to
now,
hang around my
what's
neck.
happening in the video is I'm moving all the way left and right.
Brian
and he
here
has
from
moved his car.
ReachAround.com, and I have a question for you.
What's
Are you a
going
person
on?
with a lot of
Is
balls in the
that-
tri-state area?
Well,
Wait,
why is Reach Around going?
Sorry about that. I don't know what just happened. That was my phone glitching. That won't happen again.
But
yeah,
Well,
so
yeah.
I'm walking
Brian
back
from
and forth.
Reach
He's moving his car reverse and forward, and I finally had enough, and I like yell at him.
Stop being a douche.
Like this has gotta. Is this a game to him?
Yes,
It's gotta
absolutely
be.
as a game. Well, we're gonna
Yeah,
be right
80
back
years.
with more. We have more encounters from our 4th of July extravaganza. This is Cop Block Radio, guys.
Cop Block Radio.
All right.
And we're back on Cop Block Radio. I'm Scott Marshall of the Oath Accountability Project.
I'm Severin Freeman from Lehigh Valley Cop Block.
I'm Matthew Taylor of Carbon County Cop Block.
And Rick Gonzalez of Allentown Cop Block.
What's up?
Not much.
So before we cut to the break, we were just wrapping up that video from our encounter with the Bethlehem Township officer. Rick, you want to just pick that right back up?
All right, I'm playing now.
What are you doing, dude?
Well, that's a good question.
Yeah, that's me asking the cop what he's doing because he's just, it's like really, really
Yeah. He's
bizarre.
just being a dick.
So yeah, that we're walking back and forth now. I just asked him what he's doing. He's now shining the spotlight. He's moved farther back so that he can get both me and Rick with the spotlight. And I'm just walking as far away from him as I can, trying to get my camera a clear shot. And
Yeah.
his spotlight's
That's where you
dead
guys
in my
both
face.
should have got a different way. That's when you guys both should have got a different way.
Well, eventually we do catch on, and Rick goes behind him, and he concedes and gives up.
Yeah, you definitely need a mirror because I mean, how can they get you for that? Like, the only way you could be able to shine him in the face with the mirror is if he was shining you in the face with his flashlight.
Yep.
So, I mean,
Like,
a
this is
jury
unbelievable.
would see that, very clearly. Look at that! Now he turns on his
Now he
like-
turned on his side one because I moved out of range of his front one.
officer, officer baby. Let's call officer child.
I would have loved to have just thrown something at the light and broken it. Like, seriously, this is out of control. If you didn't have a badge, you would never get away with this. Somebody would have whooped his ass.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he's like a petulant child that can't get his way.
Oh my god, like, this guy's out of control though. He's like
Yeah.
And here's the topper. Here's this thing.
And he's using a very large vehicle.
Well, here's the worst part of it. The cherry on top is he's the supervisor on scene right now. He's
Yeah,
doing
and
this in
like
front of
cops
all
are
his
having to
officers.
wave traffic around him. He's in the way, and I'm watching cops wave traffic around him because he's being childish.
And even more so,
And
what's really disturbing is it's if you look at it from a different point of view, okay, like, yeah, he sees you there as a bunch of people from the internet, but
All right,
you're
Rick,
there
you
as
can
a
kill
media
that.
service. What?
Yeah, I was just telling Rick he can kill that. The cop finally conceded. He moved up. He didn't leave. He drove down the road, and then he parks right next to us. And the end of that encounter, when we're leaving, he drives up and sneaks up behind us while we're walking back to the car and rolls down his passenger window and yells, "Now you guys have a nice night," and drives off.
Again.
Thank goodness I never stopped the live stream, so that's caught on video live. that he did that.
Here's my thing though. Like I was saying, like you're there as part of the media. You're there as journalists, and this is how he's treating journalists. Like he is trying to snuff the media, seeing what they do.
This is what he does when he knows he's going to be reported on. What is he doing when there's no cameras around?
Right?
Man, this guy's scary. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if there was some bodies attached to his record that they're hiding.
I'm not going to speculate on anything like that, but what I will say is that, it definitely shows that if he's got no problem on camera just being, rowdy and just kind of misconduct and just absolute fucking disregard to public media, then it just really makes me concerned for how he is inside of a closed door when he gets called to a domestics or some shit like that. Like, I don't see him having a good side. I see him having I walk in and slam somebody in the knee with my fucking nightstick type if there's any sort of situation.
Yeah. Very rough, very angry kind of person. It's scary to think that they won't do nothing about this. What's happening? Like, what are you to do when they fight? What, in a fight? Okay, from you and Scott both still claim accountability. I think it's bullshit. But tell me, guys, from your accountability standpoint, what's the next freaking step? The department refuses to take our complaint now.
I was thinking of going to the sheriff's or not the attorney general's office and bringing the video to them. And
You think they're
letting
going to
them
give
see.
a damn? That's the same guy that just let off
Hey,
Sugar.
Eddie, we got to try something.
That's the same guy that just
There
let off
are
the
procedures. You
the-
just you have to keep hammering through 'em.
There's somebody above them that will handle the
They
situation. We
they
just gotta
have
find who
bonds.
They are.
They have bonds on their names, so you know they are bonded, employees.
So that when the unions and all that get involved, it's impossible to hold these people accountable. And you see it right here, man. This is a local cop that has newspaper stories, front page stories.
Well, even if accountability, even if you try accountability and then it fails, it still served a purpose to show the failure in the system.
Yep.
So that's why I think we need to still at least try, because it shows it's clear evidence that it doesn't work.
Right.
Well,
we should show up to a city council meeting over there.
Like Bob Ross says, you can't have light without dark in your paintings. You got to have sad to know good, sad to know happy. So you got to know you got to know accountability sucks to then get people to try and fix it.
Well,
I don't know if that transfers or not, but
in the same theme of our holiday, let's jump on to our next topic. Adamo Freeman of copblock.org came out with a challenge for 4th of July. And Matt, I put the video in that chat. Can you open that video? It's a YouTube video.
Yeah, I'll try.
Okay. He made a challenge, a fuck your badge challenge.
You're not going to be able to hear this though, because I'm not in it. It's not the same way.
All right, Rick, can you do it then? Because I could hear yours fine.
Yeah, I could do it.
Yeah,
Hold on.
I put it in the chat. The video is.
I got it.
They're going to force you, and I mean force you, to watch a 30-second clip. Oh, they didn't do it to you? You lucky bastard.
All right, let me know when you want
Yeah,
me
go
to play
ahead.
it.
We're gonna show you the video of Adamo's challenge.
Hey everybody, it's Adamo with copblock.org, and today is Independence Day, also known as Freedom Day, depending how you look at it. And so I thought, what better day than today to announce the Fuck Your Badge Challenge. And what is the Fuck Your Badge Challenge? Well, for me, you don't need a uniform or thin blue line to offer the service of protection. You can do that directly to the customers. And so I'm challenging folks to say, fuck your badge today. And tell the police that they don't need a badge, a uniform, or a thin blue line to offer their service. They don't need to work for the government. What they can do is do it directly with the customer. And so on that note,
And he just lit the thin blue line flag on fire. And it went up in a poof. Well, we're cutting to a commercial break, guys. So if you want to... Can you stop that, Rick? Cutting to a commercial break. So if tune in when we come back, and we're going to show you how we decided to answer his challenge. We'll be right back with more Cop Block Radio after that. Welcome back. Welcome back to Cop Block Radio.
I
What's
was
up?
definitely thinking about that the second you were starting to say it.
Cop Block Radio. Severin Freeman, Lehigh Valley Cop Block.
This is Matthew Taylor of Carbon County Cop Block.
This is Scott Marshall of the Oath Accountability Project.
And Rick Gonzalez of Allentown Cop Block.
And don't forget to mention our show sponsor tonight, Bob's Ball Bag Emporium. If you want to get your sponsorship on this show, let us know. Contact the show via Facebook or email.
All right, guys. Well, let's turn around and let's get some energy back into this show, because right now I feel like we just did a really nice entry for a cool jazz radio station on some sort of
FM station.
Hey,
late night.
welcome
Hey,
back.
I was going for more of like an NPR kind of feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, that well, success. We hit
It's-
the shit out of that.
It's it's I want to wake up our viewers. I just want them to.
All right, well, let's get awake and wake ourselves up and get into the spirit of the video we're about to show right now. Rick,
The fuck your badge challenge.
we answered that challenge, and did we ever?
Yes, we did.
We all got
Hold on.
together, everybody on this show, and we decided to answer, and this is what it looked like. Any louder, dude?
I got it all cranked up.
This counterfeit flag has made us. This counterfeit
Counterfeit flag.
I'm gonna turn your volumes all the way up so I can hear this. So
thousand harm us on a daily basis. Right here, everything in this country has been lost. Slaves.
Wow, you have a really good speech here, and we can't hear it at all.
yeah, this sucks. I really wish we were able to hear that, but it's all right. For the viewers, you see what happened. I did light that up.
Fuck your thin blue line flag. Fuck your thin blue line. The challenge is on you. Out there. Show us
What
what
I'm
you
gonna
think.
actually do here is
I you know what? I'm gonna jump my other profile in that lets me be able to play videos.
no, I was actually just gonna play it. I can play it through the same place that I play the commercials, and
Okay.
we won't be able to see it, but at least we'll be able to hear.
No, I can do this.
I got it right in front of me too.
All right,
Go ahead,
Scott. You go first. Let's see if we can do this.
All right.
Sorry about that, folks.
Our independence should be expressed. This counterfeit flag has enslaved us. This counterfeit flag represents a gang. It represents a failed
Any better?
Yes.
Yeah, just don't talk.
protects dirty police and allows them to harm us on a daily basis. This line right here is everything wrong with this country, and they had the gall to claim through this symbol that they represent this country and the greatness that it is. Well, I'm here to tell them they don't represent me. Fuck your thin blue line flag. Fuck your thin blue line. Challenge is on you out there. Show us what you think about the thin blue line and how you can destroy it on unique ways that you can destroy it.
All right.
With accelerant.
With accelerant, yeah. The first one went up like a puff of smoke, and then the second
Kill
one,
it.
I was.
Scott, kill it.
It was funny because the second one, I was actually standing there with my torch lit. You could see me in the video trying to get it to go up, but we just burned a whole bunch of big holes right across it because it's basically just cheap plastic. I soaked the first one in an accelerant, i.e., gasoline. That thing went up. Woof. Scott, do you want to play? Skip it to the beginning and just play the part where it goes up real quick.
All right.
Just show that one more time. For everybody watching, here's the part it goes up.
This counterfeit flag represents a gang. It represents a failed system.
Hold on.
This line right here is everything wrong with this country.
There it is.
Da, 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 da.
Goodbye.
There's my 4th of July right there. I didn't go to fireworks, guys. I didn't get to do any of that. We were stuck out in the rain filming a standoff when fireworks were going off, so I didn't get to enjoy it in that way. I got to enjoy it in this way, though. We made a little fireworks of our own. And it felt good. It feels good watching that thing go up.
You know what?
I'm
That
not
was
gonna lie.
the best 4th of July ever. You know, we really did exercise the shit out of our freedom. What we could.
Well,
you know, people got drunk and blew shit up. We went out there and we actually, you know, did what we did what we wanted. We were free.
Yeah, well, there's some people not so lucky out there. And let's talk real quick before we cut to a commercial about a man who tried to express himself in the exact same manner and ended up arrested for it. Did you hear about this, guys?
Worth
Yeah.
it.
Yep.
Worth it.
Absolutely. This guy, I mean, he did it and behind him, but he's gonna be. They just fucked up. They just trampled all over his right to be able to do that.
Well, they charged him with a felony, actually. A man out of Illinois. Pinnack actually reported on this. I don't know if Cop Block got a hold of this, but I saw this and it just jumped out at me. I saw it at another site. But
Yeah, there's a story about it on Cop Block as well.
is there?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
he was burning the flag. I remember reading he was burning the flag as a protest about gay rights. Am I incorrect? Am I correct about this? Tell me if I'm wrong about any of this. If you guys know.
Oh wait.
Holy
I
fuck!
do,
man.
Wait.
I do believe he wrote in the post it was a protest, a
Trying to
protest
find
to
it.
something in the United States. But in Texas versus Johnson, it shows that it's absolutely legal, and it's been ruled a First Amendment right to burn the American flag. So this guy
Right.
just got arrested on Friday night and sat in jail all weekend long. And of course, absolutely of course, there's an update to that story today because what happened yesterday? Businesses opened. The holiday weekend was over. Well, they decided that he won't be charged. The DA dropped all charges. He said sit in jail all weekend. That was just exactly what the cops knew was going to happen. They proved their point. We can
Yeah.
kidnap you and cage you all weekend regardless to your rights.
Yeah, you don't
piss
think
us
the
off.
ACLU is gonna prove their point real
Oh
quick?
man, this guy's got a clear-cut lawsuit, 4 days in jail, the emotional
Mhm.
distress, whatever else he wants to claim, he's going to get millions.
Oh man.
At first, I thought we were talking about the other guy that told the cops he was gonna smoke a blunt and light off more fireworks, and that they could go screw themselves.
Oh,
No, that was another
that was
story.
a hilarious story.
Yeah,
That guy's a hero.
that was actually another story we have for tonight. Do you want to
Here we go. I found it right here.
Yeah, it's at
My
the
bad.
bottom.
I just found the story that we were talking
Well,
about.
we got a few more minutes left in this segment. Do you want to bring that one to us? That was pretty funny.
Yeah, give me a second though. But the guy that was arrested, his name was Brian Mellett. He was 22, and he was arrested on the 4th for burning the flag. So obviously, it went viral. There was millions of people who saw it. Facebook, is notorious for deleting controversial posts, even when it does not violate their media, which they of course did here.
They
So,
deleted the original. Did they
yeah.
really? I'm
That's
surprised.
insane.
I'm surprised my flag burning one hasn't been taken down. Then it's been seen 250,000 times.
Yeah. Well, it's been seen on a feed 250,000 times. How many views do you have on it?
250,000 about,
Oh.
or something like that. All right, but we're gonna be right back with our final segment of the night. It's been a good night, guys. This is a great show, Cop Block Radio.
Cop Block Radio.
Was jailed and is now free. His name is Gio.
We totally just came back in and I let you run with that because it was pretty cool. This is Severin
Shout out
Freeman
to
from
Gio.
Lehigh Valley Cop Block.
This is Matthew Taylor of Carbon County Cop Block.
So Scott,
Go ahead.
Scott Marshall of the Oath Accountability Project.
Rick Gonzalez of Allentown Cop Block.
And shout out to Dio. We were just having a lovely. We were being serenaded
His
by
name
Matt.
is Dio.
We miss you, Dio. Can't wait to get you back on the show.
Absolutely, man.
So we're gonna end the night on a brutal video, guys. I hate to do it to you to end the show on this note, but it was just too brutal for us to skip over, and unfortunately, we have to show it to the viewers. And the reason that we're gonna show it is because it is for the victim and for their family, so that you see what they're doing to us. I think the victim would want the world to see what happened to him, and this is in no way to glorify the action because it's pretty brutal what you're about to say. So
Warning: viewer discretion advised.
yeah, if you have a weak stomach and you're watching this on the YouTube stream, you might want to skip ahead or not watch this because this is pretty brutal. But Scott, go ahead and play that.
What if I have a weak
What's
stomach?
happening? I believe what's happening in this video is one of the man was selling CDs in front of a store, and the cop goes up and tries to arrest him, and the guy tries to get away, and the cop, well, you'll see, he kills him.
Man, how many motherfuckers try to sell a mixtape every day, and this is what they gotta fear now too? Play this shit.
All right.
He pulls his gun. Why is he pulling his gun?
Oh no!
What?
What?
Look at the guy's arm. Look at the guy's left arm.
He's still alive. Oh my God, he's still alive.
He's trying to fight for his life right now, but it doesn't happen.
They just murdered that man on camera.
Oh my God. What?
Oh, that's nothing.
Oh my God!
That was probably one of the most brutal murders I've ever seen. Like, this is what they're doing to us.
They had him.
This guy,
pinned.
they had
him pinned, and
this
then
guy
they
was
just
doing. This
shot
guy
him.
was hurting nobody. He was doing
shot him
nothing. He was
6
trying
He was
to
laying on his back with his hands like up by his head, like.
Stop sharing the screen, Scott.
Oh my bad.
Play the other video. People
Yeah.
need to see that one too.
Well, yeah, this is just breaking. This wasn't even in our notes, but just now while we were on commercial break, Adamo Freeman posted a story, a video that Rick just brought us. So let's play that video. We're going to wrap up on the second video. But guys, please keep your cameras out because thank God somebody was there to record that because now that man has a voice after they killed him. Now they can use it to make a
Reaching for
difference.
his wallet, they killed this man.
Unbelievable.
Go ahead, play it.
Looks like a goddamn snuff video.
Oh, clicking on the wrong.
Stay with me. We got pulled over for a busted tail light in the back, and the police he's covered. They killed my boyfriend. He's licensed. He's licensed to carry. He was trying to get out his ID and his wallet out his pocket, and he let the officer know that he had a firearm and he was reaching for his wallet, and the officer just shot him in his arm. We're waiting for back. I will, sir. No worries. I will. He just shot his arm off.
Oh my God, he's still holding the gun to him. He's
on Larpener. Told him not to reach for it. I told him to get his hand out. You told him.
He's the officer is crying. Yeah, the officer is crying.
Please don't tell me my boyfriend just went like that. Yes, I will, sir. I'll keep my hands where they are.
The guy is crying.
Did he just die?
The cop is crying.
Did he just kill that guy?
It went through his arm into his torso. It went through his arm and into his torso.
To him, sir. He was just getting his license and registration, sir.
He doesn't look like he's breathing.
He's not.
How much longer is this?
I don't know. I lost the bar at the bottom where it showed me Facebook.
It's 9 minutes.
Oh my
9
God.
minutes and
Well,
20
we don't
seconds.
we can't watch the whole thing, guys, but
I'll post
is
that
just-
on the or somebody post that on the Facebook.
man, what a way to end the night like this. I mean, I'm sorry to have to end the show on that note, but this is what's
Traffic
happening
stop
out
with
there.
a
This
tail
is the
light.
reality. We can post that stat, that Guardian Project stat every single day about how the numbers of that day. I think we're up to almost 400 now this year.
No, we're past.
I
think
post
we're
that
past
stat all the
that.
time, but the reality of it is this is what's happening. It's no number. It's people being killed. It's got to end, guys. What are we gonna
It
do?
does.
Where do we gotta go from here? I'm scared. After watching those two videos, I don't want to go out in cop block tonight. I want to go hug my kids and go to bed.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. Like I was unnerving when we just watched them legitimately for no reason kill two people.
and you want to tell me it's a few bad apples.
Yeah.
And you know what?
Bullshit.
That cop was crying. That cop felt that day. But watch what happens 6 months from now.
He'll be back on the job.
Yeah, he's gonna leave the courtroom with no emotion because they'll train it out of him. They'll brainwash it out of him and teach him that it was not his fault and tell him it was what he was supposed to do, and he'll go back to work, and that he'll never be able to take that out of his head though. He killed someone.
That's crazy.
Just, it's too much, man.
And she was live streaming that video too.
Well, let's leave on do you want to leave? We have a few more minutes. Do you want to talk about that Iowa guy? We never really talked about him.
I don't even know if I have his. Yeah, okay, it's up. Wait, which Iowa guy? No, I don't have that story.
It's
Well, the guy, he was lighting off fireworks at his house, and the cops came and told him not to, and he said he was going to do it anyways. Well, they came back, and they said that if they had to come back one more time, that they were going to take him to jail. And he said that he was going to do it anyways, and he was going to do it while smoking a blunt. And they were like, "Well, come with us. We're gonna give you a breathalyzer test." And he said, "Well, how about I give you a go fuck yourself test?" And they arrested him.
So he was expressing his freedom on Independence Day, and he got arrested.
Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah, he directly referenced it. He said, "This is." I can't remember the quote exactly, but he said something along the lines of, "This is America, and this is a day of freedom. So fuck you. I'll do what I want."
Wow.
Well, he's a hero.
I wish there was a video to that.
He's being hailed as a hero right now. He's those that express their independence and that are jailed for it on Independence Day. You really got to see the hypocrisy, and that's why I called tonight's episode "Holiday Harassment," because it was just all about 4th of July. This is supposed to be a day.
I mean,
it's supposed to be a day
and
that we
what's
celebrate
crazy
freedom.
is we didn't even get to all of our content that we had, not only from in our show notes, but just actual content that we had from ourselves. So if you want to check,
What is happening?
why is George Michael's playing?
I have no idea what this is.
Why are we being George Michaeled right now?
It's somebody playing the Wrap It Up music on us. Like,
I have no idea what that just was. I opened up a story on Cop Block. Maybe one of the
commercials
just did that. I don't know. That was crazy. Well, it was the Wrap It Up song because we're getting close to the end of the show anyway, guys. So I just want to throw it out there. Anybody out there, please film the police, guys. Don't hesitate. Don't think that you need to hide it. Don't feel like it's something that you need to be worried about at all. The more they see you exercising your right, the more they realize at that time that someone is watching, and they better behave themselves. The best advice I can give you guys is just always have your camera and film any encounter with any government official. I use Facebook live stream. So you can use Cell 411, Bamboozer, whatever you want to use. Ustream. Any way that you can get that live out there is your best bet to filming any kind of public officials. And guys, this is Severin Freeman from Lehigh Valley Cop Block. It's been a great night.
This is Matt of Carbon County Cop Block, and hey, don't forget to check us out over at the copblock.org/show, or store rather, to get all your cop blocking needs. But once again, I am Matt Taylor of Carbon County Cop Block.
Scott Marshall of the Oath Accountability Project. Check me out YouTube and Facebook.
And Rick Gonzalez of Allentown Cop Block, YouTube and Facebook.
Also, don't